All right, everyone. Hey, welcome. My name is Wayne Johnson with Exodus Legacy Trust Investments, and really excited to give you just a little background on why Exodus Legacy Trust, why my wife and I started this in the first place, and really how you can be a part of it. I'm really excited. So grateful for you to take a look here today. If you're watching the replay, thanks for being on and watching the replay. But here's the mission. We want to help you design your lifestyle, build generational wealth, and really leave a positive impact in and part of this Exodus Legacy Trust community. And primarily what we want to do, everyone that invests and partners with us, we want to help entrepreneurial minded families leverage their financial resources to create generational wealth through strategic real estate investments without the need for deep industry knowledge or extensive time commitment. I understand what it's like to be an entrepreneur. I know what it's like to have a family. I know what it's like to have all the constraints. And I feel like we've built something here that really can leverage the great resources that you've built, do it in community, do it the right way, and create these things. So the question is, you're in the right place if you desire a lifestyle by design. You measure wealth in time, not dollars. You're driven by legacy. You want to build a passive income stream, and then you're ready and willing to take action. And we're going to show you how you can take action. So what I want to share today is a couple things here at the beginning is, what is the power of the Exodus Legacy Trust community and really what we've done over the last 2 years. I'm really proud of what we've been able to accomplish and the amount of people we've been able to help. And then a proven model for building that passive income and wealth through real estate that used to be kind of a pie in the sky for so many people, and be like, how are people doing that? And to like simplify it and bring it to you today where you can take part. And then again, how you can take part, take action. So who we are exactly, how it started, my wife Bethany and I, we have 8 children all together. We're faith and family first. We are living a lifestyle by design. I'll show you kind of some of the things around that. We're all about breakthrough for people. I was just messaging someone right before this, and they said, my financial life is kind of in a mess right now. I don't know if what you're doing can help me. And I said, hey, I may be weird, but when you said financial mess, that actually energizes me because I love to be a guide. I love to help people sort through those things, and I feel like I'm really good at it. And that's what our community is about. We have so many people here that are good at helping people sift through like what's true. And my wife and I, we built businesses that have done close to $1 billion in sales in our main business. So we know how to take care of people, coach people, guide people, and then, been experienced real estate investors, personally owning a lot of properties and that, rentals and cash flow and flipping houses, things to that nature. So the why Exodus, so the origin and why this matters to us in our network. So real estate's in my blood. I saw the freedom within my own family. My parents built an incredible real estate business and freedom through that. I saw it like right in front of my eyes, the power of doing real estate the right way into multifamily. Saw that. I took a corporate detour. I don't know if it was a detour, but it was successful for me to go and build some freedom there, build an income, but it was really just an income. And then I pivoted into direct sales where I actually created a lot of wealth. But what I realized is there was never true leverage in there because I never owned the asset. I never owned the actual business. I had built a lot of cash flow. And so in 2019, I had a wake up call, had a shift in the company where that cash flow went away, had to pivot, do something else. And so that really opened my eyes to go, wow, I wish everyone I knew was in business with me knew about cash flowing assets, knew about real estate. And so that's where it built in 2019, really built a mission where I started buying properties with a partner, started cash flowing assets, and got it to a scale where I was like, you know what? I know that I can help more people do this with the right operators, with the right team. And I know it works. I've seen it in my family, it works. I've seen it for others, it works. I'm doing it right now and it works. So that was the foundation that was set to build Exodus Legacy Trust really 2 years ago. And so 2 years later, this is how it's going. I feel like we've created a proven model for passive wealth. So we've closed on 5 deals. All of them have been 90 plus unit multifamily assets. Some of them value add where we force appreciation and create value in them. Some are development projects. We've been able to position over $11 million of investor capital into these deals. personally 43 friends, investors that are trusting us to grow their capital alongside of capital that we invest in every single deal. Like my wife and I, we have skin in the game, a lot of skin in the game on every deal. And that's how I like it. I want to be leading from the front, trusting the whole process and knowing that anyone that's coming behind me, we're paving the way for them. So it's simple and understandable. And then, fueled by overcoming adversity, like real estate, you got to have the right team. And I feel like we have the right team doing these things. So we're not just buying buildings, we're building financial freedom machines that cash flow, appreciate, and truly, again, create that generational wealth where it's not a save and drain where you have a certain amount and then you use it all up in retirement. It actually can, create wealth that can be passed on, and that's powerful. So again, why this is really working, and you're going to hear about this a little bit more, is the market, the Kansas City market, why we like the market, the strategic partnerships that we've been able to align with, from OKQ to the whole team, the development team, all those. And then we have an amazing deal flow and the terms of our deals. And then the team, we always say the deal or the team is better, more important than the deal, right? We've seen that in sports so many times. You see teams that have all the best athletes, but they don't have the team and they don't win the champ. You're like, how did they not win? Like they had all the but and that again, everything is about having the team, people at the right chairs, the right seats, doing the right things. And that's why this is truly working, is we have a team that is just resilient. And so why we invest in apartments. So if you're kind of new to taking a look at this, one, they can cash flow. They offer tax benefits. They appreciate, stay ahead of inflation. We also, with the value add deals, we can go in and enforce appreciation with a systematic approach to rehab and bring the rents up on these properties and get them to be nice places to live that people can live in and they'll stay living in them and produce that cash flow. And then economies of scale, because 100 units versus a couple units. Like I have a couple small unit properties, and I realized sometimes I'm doing the same amount of work on 4 units as it is 100 units. So that's the economies of scale. And then it's resilient and growing demand. We know houses are expensive. It's expensive to save for a down payment, all those things. So we just know there's a shortage, and we're able to fill this shortage with really incredible properties that are in demand. So group investing, and what makes it so powerful. So again, a lot of people are do-it-yourselfers. They want to take control of it. I understand that. I've done that. I don't want to do that anymore. And some of you watching right now that are working with us now, they're like, yep, I've had rentals. I've done the small stuff. I don't want to have to, because statistically, syndications, teams of people, they outperform 4% annually over individuals and JV partner stuff. So you can be 100% passive. So none of your returns are actively earned. Like you're not having to put a bunch of work into it, right? Calling the plumber at night, or doing the books at 2 a.m. or what, collecting rent, all that. So would you rather have a grape or a slice of this giant watermelon? And that's the power of syndications and what we're doing with this opportunity. So again, you're going to get direct access to our team. You can learn a lot. If you're just passive and you're like, hey, just make me money, great, we'll do that. But if you want to learn an opportunity to grow your real estate knowledge, you'll get first access to the opportunities like we have today, and then strength and support a network of like-minded individuals that are all pursuing the same thing. And so many of my investors, they've been able to meet and connect and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want the same stuff. How are you getting there? And how are you leveraging what we're doing with Exodus Legacy to be a pillar of your financial future? So that's what we want to do. We want to create access for you and create a community for you and build it. I am also an equity partner in OKQ as well, but they're a Kansas City-based real estate investment firm. You guys are at the right